Welcome back to the International Wealth Builders Radio Show with your host, Dr. Sharon Barnes. Today I am talking about the Real Vitalize program by Coldwell Banker in partnership with Angie. And before the break, I just asked you to think about what type of renovations would you make if someone else was going to front the cost. The Revitalize program help you with home improvements and repairs that can prep your home for sale. And we know that a few little changes can make a big impact on your sales price. We want to improve the curb appeal and we want to get buyers inside to buy your home for the best price. So the services that's available under the Revitalize program are very broad. We have done renovations including landscaping. We can declutter, we can help pack. We had one client who was relocating out of the state of California, and we helped them with packing and transportation. They would stage the pickup in the garage. We went through the home and we identified the areas that they would need to do in order to boost their price. That included landscaping, new floors, painting. We upgraded the kitchen and the bathrooms. It was really an amazing job. And before we started working with that particular homeowner, he knew they needed to sell his home because they were planning to move out of state. But when I talked to him, he was expressing his frustration and trying to get contractors out to do the jobs that he, would like to get done before he put his house on the market. People wasn't showing up, they weren't on time, they didn't follow through. And so I told him about the Real Vitalize program. And I assured him that we wouldn't have those type of problems because Angie is a nationwide company. They vet their local representatives and contractors, and a lot of these companies rely on Angie for a good portion of their work, so they want 5-star reviews. And lo and behold, that is exactly what happened when we identified the scope of work, enrolled with the Real Vitalize program. We had a project consultant assigned. So you get a project consultant who will reach out to local vetted contractors and service providers in every area that's represented on the scope of work, and then those people will contact us to walk through to communicate with you, the homeowner. I am always there as your listing agent to walk through with you. Basically, the way it's worked in practicality is that I'm more like the on-site consultant and project manager, and we have the project consultant from Real Vitalize, who's always available. We're a phone call, email. We have the contractors and the subcontractors that come out and do the job. But every step of the way, I'm with you. I'm only a phone call away, and my clients have utilized that. And again, I hope to hear from at least one of them on how they felt to have that type of personalized service as they went through the process. So you're never alone. And then when unexpected issues come up, I am there to help coordinate and negotiate with Real Vitalize and with the contractors to get the best price and the best resolution to the problem and to stay within budget as best that we can, and to make sure that in the end, when the project is done, that we will get the best price that the market can bear for the comparables in your property. So some of the surprising things that we've been able to do, like I said, we upgraded the bathroom and the kitchen. This is on the list of one of the top 5 things that buyers say that must be done on their property. When they're looking for a property to go in, the bathrooms and kitchens usually are the deciding point for the family. So upgrading those when they have not been upgraded or remodeled in years is a fantastic way to utilize the Revitalize program. And surprisingly or not, We can also buy appliances. So when we go into homes, the home might be in good shape and you have updated some things, but you haven't upgraded the kitchen appliances. You may have the old white stove that need to be replaced and a refrigerator that doesn't have all the, water dispensers and ice and all this stuff. You can actually buy appliances and have them installed under the Revitalize program. We can also upgrade plumbing and electrical and basically take care of anything that is non-structural. Now, even though it's non-structural, I mean, we can't take out walls, we can't build the ADU, we can do all type of corrections, and we've even been able to do ceiling repairs and roof repairs under the Revitalize program. So we really have a broad range of how we can utilize that $20,000 with no credit check, no interest, no hidden fees. You do not pay anything until your home sells. And again, with most of my clients who have utilized the Revitalize program, they have sold their homes for more than the original list price, which cost them to net more than they would have without utilizing the program. So, again, we're going to front the cost to help you boost your home price. The other thing that is needed a lot of times when we move is the moving service, which I mentioned that one of the clients had used. And sometimes we have things around the yard, so we have hauling and junk hauling and decluttering, and we can actually hire, packers to come up and pack for you if some people are not physically able to actually pack up their home and get in a position to vacate the property. So it can help you with in all stages of the move and the relocation. The other thing is that when we utilize the Revitalize program, it starts, like I said, with listing your property for sale with a Caldwell Banker agent like myself. Now, once we have the property listed and we do our initial walkthrough and get a basic scope of what we like to do and how we can boost your property up, one of the first things that I recommend to my clients is to get a pre-sale inspection. So we are familiar with the fact when the home buyers go in and they do a home inspection after their offer gets accepted. Well, that's kind of midway the transaction, and then things start coming up that we didn't know about, like the unforeseen leak, the plumbing and electrical not being in compliant with the current ordinances and so forth. And so getting a pre-sale inspection really will give you a good picture of the condition of your home and how we should allocate the funds for repairs. So we can go in and take care of all the health and safety issues. We can take care of plumbing and major systems in the house, and then we can take those leftover funds and actually, spruce it up with the paint and doing different things. But we don't want to spend the money by putting everything that make the house look nice and floors and new paint and appliances only to get down and have a major electrical problem when the buyer's home inspector comes in. And so getting started with the home inspection is the best way to really assess the condition of your home, how we can utilize the funds and get a budget to boost your sales price to the highest possible. It's also work with investors because we utilize the home inspection report and we found out that we had foundational problems, which are structural, that Revitalize did not cover. We also found that the home was so far out of compliance with electrical and plumbing that it would be unobtainable for the sellers to put the money necessary into the property to make it a turnkey for the average family or consumer to come in and buy it. So they decided that it was in fact an investment property, and we were able to price it as such and sell it to an investor who actually came in and did all that work. We disclosed everything, so it was properly priced. They made a nice profit, and we actually was able to sell that house and move on to the next transaction within 2 weeks. So it is really a great tool and the best way, in my opinion, to start with utilizing the Revitalize program, and so you can properly allocate that $20,000. Now, I will tell you a little secret, because earlier I mentioned that the Revitalize program is available nationwide, except in North Dakota, South Dakota, Rhode Island, and Louisiana. But we know that real estate, the value of real estate and the transactions vary from location to location. And so there are markets that have properties that are much higher in price and value than in the Inland Empire. So the Revitalize program does have kind of a sliding scale. In my area, $20,000 is the average that my clients have been able to obtain from the program. But the program can go up to $50,000. So that's a big difference, and it depends on the market and the brokerage that you work with. Also, there is no minimum or maximum house value required. So if you have a property that we're putting on the market in California that's, let's say, it's hard to find anything under $500,000. So if it's $500,000, you can enroll it in the Revitalize program. If it's $250,000, you can still enroll in the Revitalize program. If it's $2 million, you can enroll it in the Revitalize program. So there's no minimum value, and we at Caldwell Banker deal with luxury homes, international, multi-million-dollar homes, and so you can always utilize this program for the home that you're looking to sell. And you say, okay, why would a multi-million-dollar home need the Revitalize program? Well, the way that a lot of people have used it is for staging, is for deep cleaning, is for depersonalizing the property so that the potential buyers see themselves in it and not just a reflection of you. So there are needs for sellers to put money into property, even though they're gorgeous multi-million-dollar properties. And so the Revitalize program can be used for that as well. So the benefits, again, is that there's no interest, no markup, no credit check. You just have to have the intent to sell your property on market, list it with a Caldwell Banker agent, and work with Angie certified, vetted providers to get your property ready, and we will sell it for the best price within your market. So it's about 1:30. I'm going to take another break. And when I come back, I hope that my client, Tony, will be online with me to share with you her experience. So please stay tuned. Again, go to getyour20ktoday.com to get more information to connect with me about this program.